girl, happy Thursday. So happy to have you listening to today's show. I truly feel from the bottom of my heart that you are going to love it. I'm talking about affirmations, the real on affirmations, because sometimes I feel like we get told we should just be saying these mantras, these affirmations, but do they actually work? Do they actually help us? Why are they so important? When do we use them? And what are some affirmations that you can be using today, right now, to help you navigate freedom from food controlling your life? I can't wait to share with you a few of these amazing affirmations that I've leveraged in my own recovery journey and that we leverage in private coaching today with myself and my private one-on-one clients. And friend, if you're looking for support with your recovery journey, you don't have to do this by yourself. In fact, I encourage you not to. Whether you need a recovery coach like me, or maybe my style is not for you, so be it. I just want you to feel loved, to get some guidance along the way, and to have someone else hold you accountable to what it is that you want for you in your future. If you are interested in personalized one-on-one recovery support, you can reach out to me at info@lindsaynickel.com. I have a few limited spots available, but I would love to chat with you and see if you'd be a great fit. All right, girl, let's dive into today's show. Hey girl, welcome to the Her Best Self podcast. I'm Lindsay Nickel, former competitive figure skater and perfectionist, turned God-led imperfect boy mom and digital CEO. If you find yourself constantly thinking about food and wondering if you'll wake up one day free from the obsessive thoughts and behaviors controlling your life, then I've created this podcast for you because I know exactly what it's like to be a downright hot mess trapped in a destructive cycle of disordered eating. I finally found freedom, and you can too, girlfriend. So if you're ready to heal your relationship with food and body and break the chains of control and show up in your best health, then grab your favorite Tarjay journal and let's get to it so you can start living your best life as your best self. Positive self-talk and affirmations to help you along your recovery journey is what we are chatting about today, friend. And I did an episode on this in the very beginning of the show, episode 13, and why your words just have so much power. And I talk a lot about affirmations in that episode, but it was one of the top episodes that you guys enjoyed. And so I wanted to revisit this topic and talk about the art of positive self-talk. Affirmations and practicing affirmations, it allows us to sink positive compassion into our souls. And honestly, that is one of the best help and support that we can possibly have when we are navigating this awful treachery of food controlling our life, of recovery. And this helps us to actually create action and change. But I don't want you just to take my word for it. I feel like sometimes when we sit down to practice a new technique or to say an affirmation, it can feel super awkward. Am I right? I mean, just staring at yourself in the mirror saying how beautiful you are doesn't totally get into our soul on most days. Or maybe we're just not even used to doing any of that at all. And so it's just super weird. And especially when you are living with all this negative self-doubt, all this negative feeling of, is this even possible for me? But today I want to talk to you specifically about why affirmations are important, when you can use them, are they enough for you, and how you can use them. And I'm going to give you some affirmations that I leverage. But what's so very important here is that you are leveraging positive self-talk that matters to you. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about this later on in the show. But if you're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling burnt out, you're feeling like you're in this messy place where life is just difficult right now, practicing affirmations can feel like the opposite thing that you want to be doing. But I promise, if you start doing one thing every single day that's the opposite of what you're actually feeling, what you're feeling will actually change. Why are affirmations so important? Well, girlfriend, they help shift your perspective. They help shift your desire to change. Recovery is freaking hard, but practicing repetitive intention with positive coping principles and strategies like positive self-talk is so very important. And when we are sitting with ourselves long enough in these habit loops of this negative thinking, this critical chatter that's in our brain, we don't realize the power that is leaving us because we are losing ourselves in this false sense of identity and drowning in this negative place. But if you're ready to own it and you're tired of that, then today's episode is for you because your words have so much power. Your words have true power. And I promise I'm going to share with you just exactly some examples of that today. But when can you use an affirmation? Or maybe you're like, okay, I get the whole art of positive self-talk thing, but how am I supposed to use these when I'm in this mental place? When I'm just feeling down, when I'm feeling out, when I'm feeling low? I want you to do the complete opposite. Just like I had mentioned, I want you to sit with yourself when you're alone and you're not feeling it. When you're feeling stuck, when you're lacking inspiration, when you need a boost, when you're constantly worried about what other people think about you, then you can use a positive self phrase or affirmation and recenter yourself. Like you can really legit redefine what you will allow to break your bubble. You can connect back to the only person that you have power over, and that's you. And instead of leveraging that negative brain energy to deflate you, we want to create positive change. And affirmations are going to help you do just that. But are they enough? And so this is a big question that we hear all the time in the eating disorder recovery circle. And that is, are affirmations alone enough? And my answer is no. And I will tell you why. Eating disorders are so complex. They are so complex. And finding your true identity is the number one path to recovery. And they're not enough alone just to say something arbitrary over and over and over. But if you can connect what you're saying with meaning to your core values, they can truly drive change in your life. And we're going to talk a little bit about this today. And then I'm going to share with you some affirmations that have driven change in my life and that I've seen worked miraculously with some of my clients so that you can leverage them to your advantage. Are they enough? No, not by themselves. I don't personally think, because you have to apply the positive self-talk. You have to really get into that place where you can sit with the negative feelings and you can overcome by replacing it with something positive, and then you act from that place. Again, if it's not directly correlated to something that you value, it's going to be a lot harder and less impactful for you. If you're saying something awkward in the mirror, or if you're coming to yourself not truly believing what you're saying, it's going to take time and repetition over and over for that to stick. And they definitely do not cure eating disorders. But I will say that I think of powerful affirmations as an inspirational toolbox. And it's something that I always have available for me. I always have these things that I can go back to, that I can practice, that are these innate, intuitive principles that are deep within my soul that touch me. And I truly believe that you can use some of these too. So how can you use positive self-talk or affirmations? There are a couple strategies that I feel would really help you, friend. You can post an affirmation on your mirror or somewhere where you regularly are going. Maybe when you're waking up in the morning. I talk about this in episode 13. You can stick a Post-it on your mirror. You can also do something super cool, and that's literally write in a dry erase marker on your mirror. You can repeat these each morning after waking up as part of your morning routine. I talk about exactly what I do in my morning routine in episode 30, so you'll want to revisit that show. You can also speak these over your life and over yourself and your body prior to going to bed at night. And literally share these with someone that you love that's in your circle that knows that you're navigating this hard place, and they can hold you accountable. They can remind you when you're feeling down. This is what you think about yourself. And I get that you're in a negative place today, but I'm reminding you that it's okay. You can surrender this false place because this is your true place. And friend, those are some things that we practice in coaching together, holding you accountable to you and where you want to be and where you're headed. You can also put an affirmation on your screensaver on your phone or on your laptop, and you can look at that regularly when you're feeling down, low, or just kind of stuck in blah. Finding your true identity is the number one path, in my personal opinion, to recovery. And researchers have found that utilizing self-affirming techniques can actually strengthen and aid in the advancement of finding freedom from eating disorders and disordered eating. So this whole self-affirmation theory was actually developed by researcher Steele in 1988, and studies suggest that self-identity isn't focused on when we want to be exceptional or when we're feeling perfect or excellent, but really that we feel truly competent in areas that are really tied to our personal self-values, tied to our thoughts, our core belonging of what we truly believe is moral and what is good. And so that's why I said the art and the act of positive self-talk, it has to be linked to your core beliefs. According to an article in Positive Psychology, there is actually MRI evidence suggesting that certain neural pathways in your brain, they actually increase when you practice self-rewarding and affirming tasks to change behaviors to the positive. There's a ton of research out there. In fact, when I was prepping for this episode, I was literally floored with how many studies have been done on this exact topic of how self-talk is so important in any recovery from anything. A couple things that really came to mind that I kept running into was that researchers have found that self-affirmations have been shown to literally decrease health deteriorating stress. Maybe, friend, right now you feel like you're literally deteriorating because you are. Your body's tired. You're tired of restricting. You're tired of the cycle. You're tired. Self-affirmations have been shown to decrease deteriorating stress. And they actually are proven to make you more resilient when you face difficult circumstances, because you have this tool in your toolbox that you can pull out and revisit and check yourself on and get really real and really present and go, you know what, today might suck and this situation right now might be freaking awful, but I know I'm worthy of great things. I know that I'm enough. And that's an example. Now, I want to talk a little bit about these affirmations that I leverage in hopes that maybe you can adopt some of them too. I am the only thing in my way, and I can surrender control over to God. I'm worthy of great things, and a number does not define me. I may not win every battle, but with grace and compassion, I will win the ultimate war. I'm creating the best version of me. The past has absolutely no power over my future. Recovery is a journey and a choice daily. It's not a one-time destination. My body can heal itself, and today I'm going to choose to nourish it for it to do just that. Today is a true gift, and I'm willing to make every single moment count. I'm committed to this healing process, and I give myself grace because I am enough. Today, I give myself permission to eat, permission to rest, and permission to feel all the feels and not sit there. I'm stronger than this, and I deserve happiness. Sister, if any of those hit you today, I want you to rewind me, and I want you to pick apart one of them that resonates in your heart, and I want you to do whatever you need to do. Write that daggone thing anywhere so that it is helpful for you when you feel stuck, burnt out, overwhelmed, and in this place of not feeling good enough, because you are good enough. And when we can start speaking it, our brain can start believing it. When we're able to translate those negative thoughts and feelings into positive ones with the shift of these simple affirmations, you have the power to create superior momentum of influence in your very own life. Regular practice can change the way that you are going to see the world. It's going to change the way that you do this. Do you hear me? Your healing journey is going to be so much clearer, Scientists believe that actually journaling affirmations down or reading them back to yourself sinks in more. And so doing this daily is a really good method and making more powerful impact into your life. But in order for affirmations to work for you, girl, it's important that they matter to you. And I want you to think about what it is that matters to you. What do you find valuable? Do you feel like you're constantly telling yourself you're not worthy because you want to be so badly, because you never felt like you were, because people always labeled you, put you down, or made you feel less than? Then today I want you to know that you are the only thing that's standing in your way. You can surrender that over and you can take the power back in your life and you can change your story by simply changing the words that you speak over your story. You're enough, you deserve happiness, and you're so much stronger than you think. I hope today's message has been a powerful one for you, friend, and I want to hear from you. If you're not part of our private Facebook community, what are you waiting for? We can't wait to welcome you. We are building that joker up. And we are going to be pouring and serving you and all the ladies there. Come on over to Hope and Healing for Eating Disorder Recovery, and I want to hear how this message has touched your heart. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will talk to you on Monday. I want you to know that you might not win every single battle, but you will win this war. I'll talk to you soon, girl. Bye for now. Oh, friend, thank you so much for letting me share what was on my heart today. My hope for this podcast is to help more women find freedom from food and body. If this has empowered or blessed you, let me know. I'd be honored for your rating and review of my show, and I'd love to connect with you in my private Facebook community. You really can move from perfection to purpose. Let's break the chains together. I'll help navigate the way. Until next time, bye for now, girl.